So you might ask yourself, why do I bother giving my child blank paper and crayons when all he or she does is scribble? I'm Child Development and Early Learning Specialist Stacy Benge, and we're going to discuss the importance of scribbling. First of all, we all have to start somewhere. So if you have a child who we just give them blank paper and crayons for the first time, they're not going to know what to do, so they have to start scribbling. If you start tracking your child over time, you'll notice that scribbling will begin to change because there are developmental stages that children go through with scribbling. And if they're not given the opportunity to scribble, they will not progress through those stages. But what you might notice a child's just doing all circles. Well, then eventually you might notice that they might do circles, and on the side of the page they might start doing some dots or some vertical lines. And then you might start noticing that they might start doing the same symbol or scribble over and over. That's because they start to learn that they can be intentional with their drawing. And eventually those symbols will kind of start to resemble actual objects, and children will start to attribute meaning to it. So they might actually draw something and come to you and say, this is my dog, or this is my family. So keep in mind, for a child to go through those stages, they have to have the opportunity. If we wait until a child is 3 or 4 before we give them blank paper and crayons, guess what? They're not going to know how to draw. We want to start this at an early age. And what age should we start giving blank paper and crayons? With supervision, around 9, 10, 11 months old. Sit down with your child, give them blank paper and crayons, and kind of watch them, see what they do with that. You sit beside them and draw. Now please keep in mind, for the young children, you need to be supervising them. But this can be a fun, great experience and a great time to have quality time with your child as well. One more thing about scribbling. Again, scribbling is part of the story composition process, the writing process. A thing I always like to tell teachers when I'm working with them is scribbling turns into drawings, turns into letters, turns into words, turns into stories, turns into your child writing a paper in the 3rd grade, turns into a senior writing a college entrance exam, turns into the adult composing an email. It starts with scribbling, and it's really kind of hard to believe, but that actually is where that process begins. So if you're looking for something to do with your child, pull out the blank paper and crayons and just have fun drawing. And if they scribble something and they show it to you, smile and say, oh, tell me about this, and be excited about it. If they have scribbled something at school, put that on the refrigerator, because if we're showing an interest in it, what's going to happen? Your child's going to be more compelled to keep scribbling, and again, that scribbling will eventually turn into drawing. So please let me know if you have any more questions regarding scribbling. Please subscribe to my channel because we will be talking more about the writing and story composition process. And as always, please let me know if you have any questions regarding early childhood, child development, early education, or parenting, and I would love to answer those for you. Until then, I'm Stacy Benge.